Hello, and I'm back, and today I'm going to be ranking all of the Dreadfall dragons. I mean, there's only 5 at this point, but I think 5 is enough. I'm gonna start with the one that I like the least, then we're gonna get to the best. And the last place actually goes to this year's Grave Napper. This dragon is just I don't hate it, okay? There's really nothing to like, or actually there is some things to hate about the dragon, but I overall don't hate it. But just this is, I think, the only Dreadful dragon that I can't say that I love. Like, I can't say that I love this dragon. I don't think it's awful, but the more I look at it, the less I like it. It's just not the type of dragon for me. Like, they're just something that I don't like how big the head is. I wish the color options were different. I wish the body moved more, like the tail moves a lot, but the like main part of the body doesn't move much, which is just kind of weird and it looks stiff. And overall, it's just not very interesting. Even this just kind of looks weird and just I don't know. I don't like also how small the wings are, and it just the proportions aren't my thing. It's not awful, but I don't really love it. Unfortunately, when I started thinking about it, this was like immediate to the dragon that I was like, yeah, that one's going on the last place. You know, look, school dragons can't always make great dragons. Every now and then you gotta have one that flops. And on the 4th place, we have the Humbanger. So this is actually last year's Dreadful dragon. And I mean, on this one, I can say that I like it. I like this dragon. It's just the other ones I like more. I like the style. I feel like this like the newest dragon kind of is similar to this one, but like a bad version of this one. Also keep in mind, this one is a Titan because they gave you an option to make it into a Titan, but then I didn't later feel like aging up like a baby into an adult because I already made a video about it. So basically, this is the Titan, but it looks almost exactly the same as the adults, it doesn't really matter. The only difference is really that it has a little bit bigger horns, but who cares? So yeah, overall, I love this dragon. I like how it's dragging around its tail because it's like not walking because it doesn't have back legs. I love the way it flies. I think it looks beautiful, and look how dynamic it looks. Like, it really looks pretty. I don't know how dreadful-ish it looks, for the event. I think it fits, but I feel like many dragons can like fit into Dreadfall. I don't think it's like super Dreadfall themed, but also I am glad that it's not like just. I feel like they're trying every time to make a Dreadfall dragon, they just put bones on it, and oh, immediately it makes it creepy. And I guess that is kind of true, but also I kind of got bored of seeing bones on dragons, so I like this one. And look how pretty the dive is. Like, this is great. I think an actually like kind of spooky thing about the dragon is the eyes. I think they really look very cool on it, so it doesn't need bones to look pretty. I think it's just a very fun concept. I really like how when it's just standing still and when it's moving around on the ground, it has to fly because it can't walk. If I ever make like, I don't know, a top 10 most original dragons or something like that, no promises, I'm not promising anything, I'm just saying, if I ever was to make something like that, this dragon would probably go in there. And the 3rd place goes to the Skrill Napper. Even though this was quite close with the 2nd and 3rd place, it was kind of hard to pick which one I like more, but I ended up going with the other one. So the Skrill Napper, that was like the first Dreadful dragon ever, and I think it's a good example of what a creepy dragon is. Even though it is just a Skrill with bones, let's all be honest, we don't need to lie to ourselves, it's a Skrill with bones. But I just, for example, when it's gliding, look how the wings move. Wings are so papery and just so creepy. That's a great vibe, and how the tail is also, and the diving animation is great. Like, this dragon truly is like creepy. And just look when you're like speeding up how much the wings move. Like, the wings literally look like they're just made of paper. It looks so cool. And also when it's walking around, it's so creepy and so cool. And when it's standing still, how like when it's breathing and the tail is just kind of crashing into the ground, like, it looks amazing. Oh my god, I didn't even notice how much your Viking floats on the Skrill Napper. Oh my god, this is maybe one of the most floatiness you're gonna get. And the 2nd place goes to the Dreadstrider. This dragon, I mean, As I said, this was quite a close one, you know, with the Scrollnapper and the Dreadstrider, but I just, overall, I mean, the Dreadstrider just looks like a Speed Stinger with wings. I mean, the Scrollnapper is a Scroll with bones, Dreadstrider is a Speed Stinger with wings, yeah. But if I look at it, I do like Speed Stingers a bit more than Skrills, so, you know, I had to pick this one. I really like the model for it, and also I just really like the skin that I'm wearing. I mean, even without the skin, this dragon does still look great. I just think the skin makes it a lot better, but I mean, this is pretty too. But I gotta say, I do kind of prefer how it looks like when it's not, like, completely happy, because I don't really like the blue glow around it. Like, I think this looks prettier, but then it kind of runs slower, so, And yeah, when this dragon is flying, it's definitely not as pretty as the Scrollnapper, but I think it's more the running animation that kind of won me over with this one, but it is cool that in the same time, it has such a pretty running animation, it is fast, and it can also fly. And I mean, come on, Speed Stinger, Flightmare hybrid, that is amazing. I feel like there's just something so mesmerizing about watching this dragon run around and then at the same time it starts flying. And the first place goes to the Bone Stormer. This dragon, I mean, it's just so amazing. Like, I feel like the face is really the only thing that I'm, like, not 100% loving, but everything else, the animations. I mean, this looks so creepy. It looks a little bit in slow motion when you look at it. It's a bit strange, but oh my god, and how the wings move and the fact that it has 4 wings. Like, I love when dragons have 4 wings. Give all dragons 4 wings. I mean, the tail is very similar to the Scrollnapper, but this dragon, I mean, it actually looks like it's a hybrid between the Bone Stormer and the Stormcutter, and not just one dragon with a few little details from the other. I think this was just an absolutely brilliant matchup. Like, these animations, I mean, look at the dive. The dive is the best thing ever. The diving is so good. Or this, look at this animation. I just... Oh my god, it's such a pretty dragon. I don't remember exactly which place it was on, but I'm pretty sure it was quite high on my, like, top 10 dragons list. Well, I'm very excited to actually make that, like, list again. I decided to, like, every year kind of redo my top 10 dragons, because it always changes, because School of Dragons always adds some other dragon that I really love. But I am pretty sure this dragon is still gonna stay in the top 10. Oh my god, and I just remembered, this dragon has one of the best, absolute best fires. Look at this. It's bones! Like, don't ask how it works, don't ask why the hell does it shoot bones. Just, oh my god, it's so pretty. I don't know why it's shooting so high up, but oh my goodness, it looks so nice. It very much deserves this first place. I don't think they can really make a better Dreadfall dragon, but you know what? I would love for them to make one that I like more than this. But anyways, that was pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and bye.